and welcome back to another edition of Bite-Sized Books. If you're new to the channel, my online handle is MiniMac. My government name is Ashley. You can call me whatever you like. Today I'm going to review the 4 Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. These codes of conduct are brought to us by Miguel through the Toltec teachings, which simply put just means they've been around for a very long time. This is a 2.5-hour Audible, so I very highly recommend it. It's a quick read or a quick listen, but it's full of valuable information as long as you're open to learning and trying new things. So I'm simply just going to break the agreements down for you one by one and leave it at that. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word.
Speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. Use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love.
And if you followed any of my book reviews or any of my personal development videos, you'll know that matter is created of over 80% energy. And if we are in control of our energy, we are in control of our matter. So being impeccable with your word simply means to try to avoid talking about negative things, or if you can, try to shed them in a positive light. The more you speak positivity into existence, the more positivity you'll find coming back your way. And if that's not enough of a reason for you, well, just think about the people that you keep closest to you and the ones that you like to talk to more often than the ones you don't. I'm willing to bet that the ones that you like to speak less frequently with are people who speak very negatively, people who find a hard time saying something positive. Nobody wants to be around a negative Nancy or a Debbie Downer. Sorry Nancy's and sorry Debbie's. I don't know how you got that name, but it's like Karen. Anyway, just be positive with your word and be impeccable with your word. Meaning say what you say, mean what you say, and say what you mean. Because not only maintaining positivity is important, but keeping your word is very important as well. It's difficult to maintain a relationship with somebody who is a lot of talk and not a lot of action. Agreement number 2, don't take anything personally, and I mean anything.
Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering.
Every single thing a person says or does or thinks in relation to you is purely a reflection of them. And that's vice versa as well. So if you find yourself looking at somebody and thinking, oh boy, I sure don't like the way they're doing that, maybe you need to do a little bit of shadow work to understand that there could be something inside of you that is being reflected in that person. It's simplest to just remember that everybody's going through their own thing, and while you think you may know an awful lot about someone, people don't always let you in on what's going on in their minds. So leave that battle to them. Know that it is coming from them and it is not a reflection of you. Agreement number 3, don't make assumptions.
Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life.
We've all heard the saying, assume makes an ass out of you and me. So often we find ourselves, or at least I find myself, getting caught up in things that haven't happened, things that could potentially happen. I'm assuming what could come next. And I don't know about you, but I know that I certainly have wasted hours and hours, like probably thousands of hours of my life, worrying about things that never, ever, ever happened, things that didn't even come close to happening. So don't make assumptions. It's really just a waste of time and energy. Finally, agreement number 4 is to always do your best.
Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best. and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret.
This can be applied to literally anything and everything in your life. If today doing your best means just getting out of bed and having a shower, then do your best at doing that and congratulate yourself on doing your best. Some days we can get up and we can film a YouTube video about personal development, and some days we can just want to lay in bed and curl up in a ball and pretend that we don't exist. But if you can find something in your day, even in your hour, even just in that moment, pick one thing that you really feel deep down inside is important for you to do or for you to work on or for you to focus on. Pick that one thing and just do your absolute best at it. As long as you've done your best, and maybe it doesn't always turn out exactly the way you had hoped, but if you've done your best, you can rest easy knowing that you put as much work into this as humanly possible. You put as much of your energy and your care and your love into it as you could in the moment. Then at the very least, you can rest easy knowing that you've done your best. Through these agreements, one determines how they see themselves, what is possible for them, how they should behave, and their worth as a person. Now, from my understanding, there is a book called The Fifth Agreement, which teaches us a little more practical way to practice these things in day-to-day life. That is a book I haven't looked into yet. It's actually just come up in my research for this one. I did listen to this Audible last summer, and I've reviewed the 4 agreements. I even had them posted on my bedroom wall for some time. So the 5th agreement is something I'd like to look into. And if that's something that interests you as well, let me know down in the comments below. Or if you have another book you'd like me to review, I'm open to suggestions. This is just supposed to be a very quick, simple synopsis of these books to give you an idea as to whether or not they could be beneficial or helpful for you. I obviously found it very helpful, hence me reviewing it. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. So that was your bite-sized review of the 4 agreements. 4 simple things to live by, but they will make a great deal of difference in your life if you practice them regularly. I hope you enjoyed this portion of Bite-Sized Books, and I'm wishing you all peace, love, and light, and bye for now.